Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 guys. How was your weekend? I am going to look up the chat because it turns out I didn't have all my things turned on, and you guys have been in here for a little bit. It's like, I'm just getting ready, and I ate me something for lunch so that I would not be starving in the middle of the live stream. So welcome in. I'm going to hit the welcome button again just because I can. Yeah. Welcome, Miss Jana and Alyssa, and Miss Melanie Bauer is here from Elk Grove, California. Okay, that's not on yet because I don't have that on. Yeah, we have to have our emotes, right? We have to have our fun emote wall going on. So that is happening. So now you can see the little purple heart going around from Miss Jen over on the Twitch side. Yay. Okay, and then Miss Lisa Acker popped in as well. So welcome in, all of you lovely ladies. Have you guys, how was your weekend? Yes. Okay, I don't know why I said to find me everywhere. I don't know. I'm just looking at the things. I'm assuming you showed up. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I like being able to see who's been doing the most chatting, although I don't know if that's my preferred way to do the giveaways. We'll have to see. You guys will have to let me know. I mean, it's kind of nice having you guys fight over it all stream long. But that, yeah, I don't know if it's fair, but we'll see what you guys think. So I may switch it up every once in a while. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at what we did already. So here are the cards that we have already made using humid North New Jersey. And of course, we've got the twerking stitch all over the screen because Country Guy does it. Yeah, because he has to. That's one of his emotes over on Twitch, by the way. Anyway, so here are the fun cards that we've already made using the new clubs, okay? So the first ones I did off screen, I showed you guys this last time. It's Jeff. I thought that was, okay, Country Guy says that it was Jeff. And for some reason, Jen is having a problem with accessing the chat on YouTube. I haven't blocked you. I don't think I've got really, the only people I've got blocked are bots and people that say nasty things and really haven't had that many even over the last several years, you know? So I don't know why it's not wanting to do that. It may be, Melody is saying that it's difficult to do chat when on an Android phone. So let me get out my phone because I do have, and I've got a Google Pixel, which also uses Android and all the things. So anyway, let me go into YouTube. And to my channel, and where's my lives? I don't know where things are. View channel, there we go. There's the live, and there's an ad. And it immediately pops up as the chat right there on my phone. Okay, now if I do it this way, the chat's on the side here, and down at the bottom is where you would actually be able to type. And you can't really see everything when you're on your phone. That's one reason why I don't like to do it on the phone. But one of the hard parts is, if I remember right, stop, I don't want that. There is that little button right there. Okay, there's the little button right down there in the corner. That brings it to full, oh, that just switches the side. Okay. I think you can, okay, if you get out of chat, that does make it a little bit harder to do. I'm just going to, and then switching it around gives me the chat again. So it's there. Don't really know what's happening on your specific device or what you're accessing it on. I know sometimes it's hard to access the chat when you're on big TV and stuff. So most people, if I understand, I don't even know if you can do it when you're watching on TV. But I know most people have a device or something so that they can do the chat. I just do everything on PC and laptop. Country Guy says, hey, Terry, liking the hair because she got her hair done. And Terry Cooper saying, my possum, Country Guy. Yep. So welcome in, guys. I'm sorry that you guys are having issues with trying to do the chat. Like I said, I always do it. I know me, and I know that I will have trouble trying to type anything on my phone. So I tend to do pretty much everything on my computer. I have started using text, speech to text so that I can actually do it on another device. But my fingers, yeah. I love my keyboard. I have a trouble with even a different shaped keyboard. Anywho, and Jana, Jana says hello from the dark side because she's over there on Twitch. Okay, so anyway, here are the cards that we did. I'm going to try to stay focused. I do have other things to do right now. Yesterday, I was supposed to be recording a video for a summit and did not get that done because we were doing nothing but research for upgrading the computers. Because basically it's where, first off, 4th of July sales. Everybody has sales. Spellbinders has got an awesome sale going on right now too, by the way. Everybody has sales around the 4th, right? So we were looking at different things for trying to upgrade mine because he wants an upgrade. It's because Todd wants an upgrade. My computer was upgraded just a couple of years ago. So now he wants what I have. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to swap and just upgrade the components that we need to, like the motherboard and the processor and the video card. Those are things that we're going to do. And so he was doing his heavy duty analytics, which required me to do testing on mine to see how things were performing. Like, you know how you pull up Task Manager to see what kind of resources you're using? Anyway, we had to do all that techie stuff. And that meant I really couldn't take my brain power and focus it on the project I wanted to work on because I need to keep my brain open for him. So I need to get that done hopefully today because it's actually due today and I know it's not going to get turned in. Anyway, the first ones that I did, I did do that. Okay, we added an insert on the inside. This one is partial embossing on a card base, which I don't do very often, but it turned out so super pretty. Another embossed card using the 3D embossing folder and Catherine Pooler silver ink. So those were really pretty. Okay, another question for y'all. When I'm going to turn on the music and I'm going to have it kind of low, and I need to know how my voice sounds. Does it sound, if anybody knows anything about audio, like Country Guy might, is it clipping? Is it like off the scale? Like I need to make sure that my voice isn't too loud. I was going to try doing from Thursday's stream. I was going to try doing some editing and including the audio like I normally do, but apparently something reset and I haven't got the settings completely right because my voice was way too loud, which might explain why last week when I had the music going, y'all couldn't hear the music when I had it regular time. Oh my word. No headphones. Okay, that actually tells me something. I will turn down the effects ones. At this point, I'm actually thinking about once we get the upgrade done, because every time you change the hardware, it's going to reset stuff. I think I'm going to put everything back to default and adjust all the things again. That's my plan. Okay, so Country Guy said it sounds even to you. Do you hear the music? Because that's one of the things they mentioned on Thursday is that I had to turn the music up really pretty high because they couldn't hear the music. Okay, voice and music is great, because I did lower things on my mic, so hopefully I've got it straight. And I did a little bit of test recording yesterday, and I think it worked. So anyway, so next card, now that I know that the music is good, and I think I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit so that we have background, but not overwhelming background. This one is the one that we did on stream on Tuesday morning. And I think he's so cute. So we did a bunch of glimmering of some of the backgrounds. We did a lot of backgrounds. We did stenciling. We did glimmer. We did better press with hot foil. So cute. And then we made our cute little deer. Our little deer cocoa mug. And think he's so cute. Sending frosty hugs your way. I think this one turned out super, super cute. Country Guy wants a possum Christmas card. I have to see if I have anything possum. I can come up with something though, because I just need to play with my Cricut more and then I can make whatever. Melody says voice and music are a really good balance right now. Yay. Okay, it doesn't have high pitch. Fabulous. I've tried doing different things to make my voice sound better, and I noticed that when I was trying to put more bass into it to make my voice lower, because what woman doesn't hate the fact that their voice is too high? I thought I at one point I got it says like, you know, this just does not sound good. So I changed it back to have my normal, pretty much my voice without too much alteration. Anyway, so we did that. And then on Tuesday night, when did I do this one? Was this Thursday? This was Thursday. This was Tuesday night. So Tuesday night, we got together with Elizabeth and made a couple of shaker cards. So this one is using the hot foil plate, which is the Glimmer of the Month. And then we used Simon Hurley's new collection. Fabulous. And then we used his snow globe die set that came out a couple of years ago. I think it was a couple of years ago. I haven't gone back and looked to see exactly when, but it's been out there for a while, and we did that. And of course, Todd's number one complaint. Okay, Jen says she got got the chat working on her laptop. Oh, my laptop was the issue. Fabulous. Okay, I think I have a time. That's what it is. I've got a timed thing. I went and cleaned up a few things in my streamer bot chat commands because I had turned off some things. I want to make sure I had everything turned on. So I actually have a list of a bunch of the commands in there. And I forgot that I had put this back on timer. I did put the check-in back. So for the Crafty Collective check-ins on Twitch, y'all can do those again. So those are showing up because I took them away from Stream Elements and put them into my streamer bot. I'm trying to consolidate things. So just basically it's like things that didn't require me to actually creating things. But you guys are going to love the card that I'm going to be making for the summit coming up in November. I think it's November. Anyway, it's going to be a holiday SVG cards summit put on by Stamp Me Some Love. So it's Brandy Mahon again. By the way, I haven't sent out a notification yet, but on the 10th, I think, is when I can start promoting. We do have a new summit coming up, so I'd love for you guys to hold off and use my link so that I get credit for it. Because I know you're going to want to... Okay, we got Daffy. I can't talk anymore.
Now what? Brother, what a way to run a railroad. No.
It's not a railroad. This is Crafty Channel. Okay. I don't understand this comment. Thank you for the offer. What offer? I'm wondering what they were talking about. So it's Anne and Jen. They got something going on. Anyway, yeah, the Cardmaker Success Summit is coming up again. It's going to be the end of July, beginning of August. So it's not too far away. Yeah. And I will be starting to promote that one out as of the 10th, I believe it is. So if you're on my email list, look forward to that. If you're not on my email list and want to join that, go to my link bio. I do have a pop-up for that, I think. I don't know if this button works or not. There we go. Well, the pop-up didn't really work as well, but that's okay. But go to my link bio. There is a link there to be able to join my email list. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we made this fun shaker. I love this. I just love the fish. Look at the fish. Yeah. Anyway, so super cute. So that one was also made on Tuesday. This was Tuesday night with Elizabeth Costa Rogers. And phone should be working too. I've got all the effects on. Oh, she offered to help you with your YouTube problem. Yay. I love that you guys always want to help each other. Yay. And then Thursday, for you guys that missed the Twitch stream, it is still up as a VOD, but this is the one. We made this. Now, I don't have any of the Action Wobblers from Pear Blossom Press. I'm out. So, again, I made one. So I made a little spring, and you guys can see that. I made a little spring to go behind our little gingerbread man, and the gingerbread man is from the Caboodle set. And then the stencil, this is the stencil of the month. So I think this turned out super. And of course, y'all know all of the sparklies, that's all Astro Paste. Yeah, so we use Simon Hurley inks, Simon Hurley sprays. So we've got a little bit of shimmer and stuff on the poinsettias. And then we use Simon Hurley Astro Paste for all the things. So yeah, these are so cute. I love it. Anyway, so we've got those. So those are the ones we've done so far. Now, what I haven't used yet, let me pull my cart back over. Let me grab out all of the clubs. if I can get them all in one hand. There we go. So here are all the clubs. We've got the Glimmer, and you saw the Glimmer things that we did. Okay, so, yeah, I don't understand that one in. Oh, or through your Discord is probably what, okay. No. Judy says, Judy Richards, by the way, welcome in. I was jabbering on. I'm sorry. I try to welcome everybody in as they come in, give them a nice warm welcome. So thank you so much for popping in. But she says that she has made her own wobblers too. Yeah, I've done it a few times. And I've actually sat and made like 3 or 4. And then I set them off in a drawer, and then I don't use them because I've only got 3 or 4. It is a lot faster to use the ones that you can purchase. Like I said, I'm getting some from Pear Blossom Press. They're just not here yet. And they're easier to use. And you get a bigger pack. It's like about 10 or so. You get a bunch of them in there. And they're ready to go for you just to add to your cards, right? But you can make your own. You don't have to buy the other things. I like the purchase ones mostly because with the plastic it folds, it basically pushes down completely flat, where this, it doesn't go, it goes most of the way flat, but you can see there is a little bit of a bump there. So depending on what else you've got on your card, you might have trouble with mail. What? Ryan? He had a gopher scream at me. Thank you for the bits, Ryan. Thank you. So we've also got this panel, which I did do a foil panel with this one in, with some, I think it was on red and gold, right? I've got it over here. I've also gone through other stuff, so I've got too many things stacked up on top of that. Where did I put the panel? I will find it. But anyway, I did do a Glimmer panel with that, so we're going to do something with that. I probably should do some with regular batter press too, because that's going to be pretty. And then this one is the cocoa mug, which you can also make Santa or you can do Santa or you can do a penguin. I don't know if I could probably find a way to make this into a possum, but I don't know. Cocoa possum for Ryan would be fun. And then here is the little gingerbread man that we put on the front of this one, that you can make him into a mug. There is this little piece here. Wait a minute, what happened there? I missed this. So it looks like Angela received a, let me look at the thing. Somebody gave out a, yeah. Amarit gave about 5 memberships on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, honey. Judy also had said, and I'm looking back at the chat. I've got like different chat windows pulled up. So I'm looking at the YouTube chat, and Judy says, the wobblers you buy are much better. How did you wind up being number 1? I don't know what you did. But Amaret, goodness gracious, honey. And then Jana says, jump scare. And Elizabeth is in here too, I think. But yeah, did I actually put this one up here? Did I pop it up on the screen? Yeah, that is so sweet. So Kamado got one, and Melissa Klepser got one, and Michelle got one, Michelle McCarthy, and Angela Diaz all got memberships. And what that basically means is you've got new emotes that you can use in the chat. So there are new emotes that are just members only, and you also are able to attend our members only live streams that are on Tuesdays. And of course, I try to check on all of the things. It also gives you an opportunity to help. Okay, Ryan is saying something I'm going to have to say. Possums are hard, so I can understand if you can't. I basically just need a tail is what I need. Okay. Okay, so he also said, did you know you can discount your... Yes, I know. You can do that, and I plan on doing that at some point, but I haven't done it yet. Twitch has added something new over there for their subscriptions, which is the same as memberships on YouTube. But they're allowing us to do discounts, but we're only able to do it a few times a year. So I'm probably going to do that when I do my celebration hop that I still haven't planned, that I planned on planning like weeks ago. But anyway, so I do plan on doing that. So yeah, it's nice. They decided to do that. It's basically where We both get less, but still, it gives you a chance to get a membership on the site and help support, but at a lower cost. So that works good. Okay, then we've also got our sentiments that I used. I did a bunch of the sentiments, and of course the embossing folders. And what I'm going to play with today, because I haven't done it yet, this is the one thing I haven't used at all yet today. And this one is Mugs and Mittens, and it's got your sweater sleeves, it's got your mittens, you've got a coffee mug, and you've got a couple of little things you can put in the cocoa mug. I have to say cocoa mug. Yeah, cocoa mug. But a couple of things that you can put in there. You can put a little snowman in your cocoa mug. You can put a little Santa hat in your cocoa mug. You can use all or some of this. You don't have to use everything. Sometimes I just use like one die out of things. Hey, Rhonda. Welcome in, honey. So this is the plan for today. I do want to say, because she was asking, Anne Marit was asking me if I had recorded Tigger yet. Did I do that? I guess I did do that. I forgot that I had created this one. I like that. It's pretty. And I don't know how come it's popped up. One of the things I changed a couple of days ago, and I don't remember. Anyway. And this is not centered. There we go. Okay. She was asking if I had made Tigger and recorded it yet. And no, I had not. I think it was you. Did you? Which one of y'all sent me the Tigger? She says that means it was Jen. Jen sent me the Tigger. Duh. I mean, you guys did help me. Anne, thank you so much. You did change your name on Twitch so that I would recognize that it is you. So thank you so much, honey. But apparently my brain. Yeah. So anyway, I didn't do it on stream, but on camera, but I did color the little pieces that she sent me and made a little Tigger. So this is what the Tigger looks like in the Winnie the Pooh collection. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with him yet, but I have a little Tigger made. I know, right? I showed Todd because the reason I make it is because the reason she sent it to me is because I have a Tigger in the house, right? And yeah, anyhow. So I'm going to put him off to the side. Yeah, Tigger is adorable. Love him, love him. So we're going to play with these. I was planning on actually getting die cutting and stuff done before.
Oh.
Thank you, Ryan. Ryan put a tiger on the screen. Yes, Jen. Yes, Jen. See, look at the little. I use a paper pouncer from Pinkrush. Anyway, I use the paper pouncers. Yeah, from Picket Fence. I use paper pouncers for this. Did black and this is Simon Hurley inks, all of this. So this is Simon Hurley black, and I just pounced it on one of the layers and then did some orange on the other, and yeah. So it's kind of got a little variation of color because the pouncers didn't do it even, but that's the way I want it, right? All right. So as we were looking at different things for the computer, I also started cleaning out some things. So I found more scraps that I forgot I had in a drawer that I never put anything in. So I went through this. I even had old Christmas cards from like 8 years ago that I had intended at some point to cut them apart and use the store-bought Christmas card stuff on cards. And it's like, I'm not going to do that. And I know I'm not going to do that. So I wound up throwing a bunch of those away. There were a couple of things that I did keep that were cute, but, and I thought I could use, like there were a couple of foiled tags that were store-bought foiled tags, but I think that they look, my foil looks close enough to that, yeah, I could do that. Okay. We need to start doing some die cutting. So I'll start by getting out my white scraps, which is more than it was. My black scraps is a lot more than it was. And what's this? Okay, these do not go over there. I'll throw them on the floor for now. I'm trying not to throw a bunch of stuff on the floor. I'm trying to actually stay tidy. Anybody have a problem with staying tidy in their craft room? Oh, I also found some little die cuts and stuff too that I don't even remember what. This is something I colored like years ago, and I don't remember what stamp set it was. So if either any of you remembers what stamp set this is, let me know in the chat, because I don't remember. I just don't remember. So Jen is saying, and Jen gives us lots of hearts. Thank you so much, Jen. And Anne is saying, haven't cleaned up after craft roulette. It's a mess. And yeah. Why is it not up there? Huh. Staying tidy is your middle name, of course, says Miss Stephanie. Why is that chat not in that chat? That is weird. Melody says, I can't stay tidy anywhere. I have to clean up when I'm done because my Tigger will get right in the middle of it. Yeah, I understand that one. Stephanie says, hello, just dropped in. Yay. Show the fish one more time. Yeah, these are old. I think it's going to be something that is at least 7 years old. And this might actually be from a magazine, because I was getting those crafty magazines that I could get at Joann's that came with stamp sets. And I don't remember what this came through. And no, I have not looked through my stash. I'm positive this is, I'm pretty sure that this is not Spellbinders, because I recognize most of the Spellbinders stuff. So I don't know for sure which these are from. But I love the coloring that I did on it. And I used a glitter pen on them to make their scales a little sparkly. Yeah, and this is some coloring I did with Spectrum Noir markers years and years and years ago. Turns out that I threw away some of the stuff, but I've got all these little hearts that I die cut or something out of some at one point. This is from an old Hero Arts set where it was my first Hero Arts kit, card kit, and it was all, and the reason I had to get it was all beach. So this has got swimsuits and flip-flops. And then I've got this one that's got a bunch of little sunglasses that I don't know where they came from. But then again, all of this stuff is at least 5 years old. And they've been sitting in a bin. They've basically been sitting in the bottom of a drawer. Elizabeth! Look at that. Thank you, honey. Elizabeth Rogers gifted 1 membership. And I love that my little twirly thing works. Yeah, the little twirly thing works. Yay. So thank you so much. Oh, I forgot to turn down the other thing. I don't really need it, do I? There we go. That way, if I'm looking at the bottom of the screen, I can see it. And if it's the top of the screen, I can see it. So thank you for all of the gifted subs and gifted memberships on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Y'all rock. Hype train. What? Okay, y'all can't see this because it is on Twitch. But right now, we have a hype train going on Twitch because Country Guy. I'm waiting for it to pop up on my social stream ninja thing so that I can actually show y'all. But he just did 5 gifted. He just gifted 5 subs. And now I got a super chat. Why is it showing up in pounds? I have to fix that. That's the thing y'all were telling me about. Let me grab a Post-it. I need to fix that because it's not just supposed to show up in pounds. The spinner is showing in pounds. And what happened there? Oh, what? Oh, I think I know what it is. When I told you guys at one point about a virtual Stream Deck, and it looks like it may have just gone bye-bye. At least the one I was using decided to stop working. It just went. It doesn't have anything on there now. So all of my extra buttons are not there anymore. I don't know how to fix it. Because the others are there. Hey, Reese, thank you so much. Okay, Elizabeth, she did a super chat of $3 and said hi. Thank you so much, honey. And everybody's giving her thumbs up on that one. And then Country Guy, y'all don't want me to make anything today, do you? I have to figure out how to fix that because that had buttons that I wanted to use. Where? Maybe I can reset this. I did have a button to reset the... I'll just shut off that altogether and we'll see what happens. Come on, how do I do that? Okay, I know how to do it. Words. You guys are just being so sweet today. I actually was thinking, you know, I didn't really promote this. I forgot what the dates were. And then on Thursday, I mentioned while I was looking at the thing saying, oh yeah, we're going to go live on Bits. Thank you. Thank you, country guy. Ryan, thank you for the biddies, honey. But I had decided to, well, I looked at the calendar and realized, oh yeah, the 6th is on Sunday. So yeah, I guess I'm going live on Sunday because I had forgotten. I completely forgotten. So let me shut off my Stream Deck and reboot it. Because that might fix the thing that was... Well, why didn't it shut it off? Hype train. Goodness gracious. You did 200 bits twice. What? Ryan, thank you, honey. Oh, you guys are being so sweet. I don't know what do you want? How do we get subscriptions? So the subs on Twitch. Oh, you mean, oh, wait a minute. Judy is asking, how do we get subscriptions? So I'm thinking she's talking about the ones over on Twitch. I think you just have to accept them on Twitch. The memberships on YouTube, when somebody has gifted them, you have to accept it. I think that's how it is. We're at level 3 hype train on Twitch right now. Wow. Because Amaret just had to do 200 biddies too. Because she will not be outdone by Ryan. Although Ryan is in first place still. I do see that on the little leaderboard thing over there. Ryan is still in first place. But you guys are awesome. Okay, I need to get this thing working. So what do I do? I'm also not used to navigating anything in Windows 11 on my my PC. I am so used to doing all the things. What was that? Okay, so Ryan just did another 5. Said, so the 5 gifted subs over on Twitch went to Create with Candace, Alexa Online, Cricket Bag, Lucy in the Sky, and ICG. Wow. And then Ryan says, beat your record. What did I notice? I'm trying to do all the things and I can't do them all at once because, yeah, I have to look at different screens. Y'all are doing crazy. Okay, Elizabeth says for GDB, on YouTube, you click the money sign, but the chat bar. Okay. Stephanie says we meet everywhere. I'm just scrolling up a little bit. I'm halfway to a level 4 hype train. Oh my God. Amaret rejoin channel membership. Thank you so much. You guys. Okay, I got to do this other part first. Oh, I'm not going to craft while I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Okay, Jana says that I need to stretch, so I am stretching. We still have 3.5 minutes.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Okay, and then Miss Judy B rejoined the channel membership again. So she renewed, her membership has renewed on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys. All of this helps my channel so much. You guys are, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. Well, let's see if I can find my Elgato stuff now. Oh, goodness. And I don't know if there's a way to reboot the thing. There was, and I don't remember where I put it. Aww. So Country Guy was the one that did the I love you thing on there. You guys are wonderful. Ugh. Not gonna cry. Not gonna cry. Nope, not gonna do it. It's not on that page. Not on the page. Not on that page. Okay, now I've got the reboot button. Okay, so I'm rebooting my Stream Deck to hopefully fix it, but seeing as it didn't shut off my Stream Deck here, I don't know if it actually did a reboot. I don't think it did, and I don't think it fixed the thing. But we're going to see. Nope. That extra, one of my things, you are all self-entertaining. Well, I can't fix the thing. I'll have to figure out why it didn't do. What's that? Is that that's a pigeon with a heart? Oh my God. Okay, for the level 4 hype train, if anybody wants to help on that over on Twitch, we still have like about a minute and a half. Ads are starting in like a minute. Okay. And I think it did the conversion, but the thing is, it's not supposed to convert it into pounds. But thank you so much for the Krona, honey. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to get any crafting done today. ECR says, next week another wrap equals Happy Mail will come your way to Miss Elizabeth. So I'd like sending you some goodies. I will figure out my Stream Deck later. Yeah, we all love Happy Mail. Yay. I do have to print out some more labels, and I will be mailing out a bunch of cards. I got a lot of that stuff done over the last couple of days too. So I will be mailing out a bunch of cards probably tomorrow. So y'all will be getting those soon. Okay, what was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. Idolide, really? Just breathe. That's what I was going to do. I wanted to see if I can fix the thing that is not supposed to be saying it's in kronas. I mean, in pounds. It's supposed to be saying in USD. That was something I just installed recently too, so I thought I had set it up correctly. Stream up.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Alyssa, thank you. And we made a level 4 hype train, it looks like, I think. Yeah, if I'm looking at this right. You guys will have to tell me. Hype chests are on the way. So yeah, so it should say in the chat, if you're on Twitch, you earned a hype chest, open to see your rewards, so you get like an extra thing. I think it's like an extra emote. So that's I've been streaming on Twitch intermittently. I don't know if I'm going to get any done. I really don't. I plan on it. I do plan on it. Yes, an extra emote if you contributed. Yes. Record broken. Yes. You guys rock. And Jana wants to know if I'm going to actually get any work done. It's like, I planned on it, and I did start everything, you know, I had a plan. I did start kind of, yeah, sort of, yeah. So that's the new emote thing that you guys get to play with over on Twitch, if y'all contributed. Y'all are chaotic today. Give me just a second. Okay, spin pop. Let me do that and see if I can make it work correctly because it's supposed to say USD. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I reset it at some point and didn't realize I reset it. Okay. Does say USD as my 3-character code. I'm looking to see if it has the image anywhere because one of these things had where I could pick the $ thing. Let's see, under donations, donate amount currency. Design.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Aww. Oh goodness, thank you, Jana. Okay, maybe something that I'm going to have to ask Andy about. Because I'm not seeing it. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. I mean, I probably could change the code, but I didn't really want to change the code. Okay. Anyway, I will figure that out later. Okay, what is happening now? We have pom-poms. We have penguin pom-poms. Honey, Ryan put penguin cheerleaders on the screen. I don't think he has any nails, but he has penguins. These are little penguins right there. I'm gonna put them back in there again. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna put those back in the chat. See if it works. It did not work. That's another thing with my copy and paste thing. I don't understand it on here. Jana put raccoons. Okay, it didn't work when I tried to do the copy and paste.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Okay. I have to start die cutting or we're not going to get anything done. It's already 12:45. We've been sitting here for almost an hour and I have not gotten anything done other than showing y'all a few cards. And you guys going crazy and showing me that I guess you love me a little bit. Just a little bit. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. I don't know what cardstock this is. Oh, I know what this stuff is. This is stuff I can't show because it's not until next month. Okay. Speaking of which, there was a Twitch stream. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Ruth. Welcome in. So there was a live stream I did on Twitch a few weeks back that turns out that the stuff I used is not... Are those dragons? Anyway, the stuff that I used in it were not actually going to be coming out until next month. So that means that card is nothing's happening on that card for a month. And I do need to edit the video because I want to make that one go up. And I haven't done it yet. Okay. We're going to use the Christmas one. All right. Seems like I should really be doing these lives on Twitch. Well, Twitch is fun. That's one reason why I have been working on getting a good point system on YouTube because we don't have a lot of the things yet. The fact that they added the leaderboard into the chat this month. I mean, I think this is like the third stream I've done. Second or third stream I've done where I've seen it on there. So if you're in YouTube and you see somebody whose name has got a crown and then number 1, like Miss Anne-Marit, that means that she has basically been the most engaged person on the stream so far. On Tuesday night, we used that as the factor to determine who was getting our cards, which you can see I didn't mail mine yet. But it is kind of cool. And the fact that they did that makes me think that they're probably going to start rolling out different kinds of chat interaction things, and that would be fabulous if they would allow more things. I just want to be able to connect my streamer bot directly to YouTube and do more things. So I have had a channel point, basically a YouTube channel point thing going on, which I deleted because I was installing a new one, and neither one of them works, and it probably has to do with the versions of the software that I'm using. But I did have those, and I am planning on working on them some more. So I've got some ideas, but it's going to take some time for me to actually get them. I got too many things I want to do for y'all, and I can't get any of them done. Linda says, I see no crowns on my iPad or phone. Okay, so Elizabeth is number 2. So there should be a crown just next to her name. Okay, and I don't know what that is. Okay, that is not anything to do with me. Let me pull up my video again and see if it shows up in the chat. Okay, there's also this little thing that says top fans. So if you click on the top fans, it's going to show you who the top people are. So now I need to see if I can get my chat messages going again. Well, I can see my video. Mary! Thank you for the Canadian dollars, honey. Thank you for the 10 Canadian dollars. And that's actually the conversion rate. It's close, but not exact in USD. But thank you so much, honey. Debbie is number 1. Someone says it doesn't work on Apple devices. That might. I did see though that at the top of the chat there was at the top. Anyway, there was something that says top fans, and it shows, if you click on that, it shows you the names. I just did that a second ago on my phone. I need to get to working on these things though. But thank you guys for all of the support. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness, y'all are making so many crazy things happen. And so far, nobody has asked Santa whether or not they've been good or not. Okay. Let me put that back down. So somebody's been bad. There are no more points right now, Elizabeth. I deleted all of that, but you can still do, exclamation point check without using points on YouTube side. On Twitch, there is a button that you can do. There is a button over there. Okay, so here we have the mittens. I am going to get something done today. Good. Gosh darn it. Add a fee. What? What? Wait. Can we focus on dies instead of the apps? I need to get into the mood for craft calendar. The advent calendar is going to be awesome. Yeah, I've got a Christmas one and a Halloween one coming up soon, so you guys are going to love it. Add a fee. What? I don't see anything about a fee. It just shows up. But I want points. I know, Elizabeth. I know you want points. So you can do the channel points over on Twitch. But the point system that I had set up, I removed it because I wanted to fix it. And I thought that it was a conflict between the two different systems trying to talk to each other, and it turns out neither one of them wants to work. So I will be fixing it, and I will be just giving out just free points when I get that done. For the time being, though, y'all get to do stuff without having to use the points. Okay, we're going to see how these guys go together. So we've got our mitten, and then we have that, and then we have that. So I think, okay, that makes sense. So I've got my two mittens. And then we've got this piece that has got a little score line going across. And it's going to go there. Or is it going to go there? It's going to go on that side. I think it's going to go on that side. And then this one will go on this side. Okay, Stephanie says that she has to go and fix dinner soon. 10 minutes? I'm sorry. It looks like you're going to have to come back and catch the replay then, because we're not going to be done in 10 minutes. Okay, that's how that one works. And then that goes over the top there. And the reason I'm doing this first is so that I know what colors to do things. Okay, so Jana is checking out to see whether or not she's been good or not. Hey, Link. So it's Link in the yeah. Okay. Link says, "Hey there. Hope you're having a great day." These guys are being a little crazy today, so yeah, we're having fun, and I haven't gotten a darn thing done. Miss Ruth is doing Santa, all because I reminded y'all because you hadn't done it yet. So that was a good one. So Ruth has apparently been nice. Okay, I'm going to grab out something that I used yesterday, and I don't know. I'll just use this one. This will be fine. I do like using my, my Altenew sticky mat, but I tend to, I've been staining it. So what color gloves do we want? What color mittens? I'm thinking maybe green. Maybe we should go with green. So I have 4, and I have, because of course I got to use Simon Hurley. So I can use Later Gator and 4. Has Mary been nice? Yay! Okay, Ruth says red. Okay, so we're going to do some red. Let me grab out my pouncers. Just because it makes it fast to do solid. And that's the wrong drawer. There we go. I want my paper pouncers. Besides, I haven't used them in a bit. He finally didn't lie. Mary? Yeah, we'll see about that. Now, an easier way to do this would be, of course, to die cut out of the color. Red and pink for a nice color burst. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So I'm starting off with the red. I think I'm going to do Prom Queen for the inside of the hand. And then some more of the bee sting for the thumb. I don't wear mittens, so I really don't know how they work, but I think that's where they work. And now that I'm already coloring in red, Jen is saying she wants blue. So these are the ones that are for the thumb. We're going to go ahead and do that. And then I'll take out some Prom Queen. Grab my pink. Do I have a... Yes, I have a pink one of these. I think I need to put a little bit of red over that too, because this pink is a little bit to the cool side, where the red is kind of to the warm side. So let's go over it with a little bit of that, because it'll kind of make a little bit of a blend of those two colors today. Okay, so Terry and Mary are chatting. Okay, that looks better. It is pinkish, but it is more, yeah, it's a little bit more, a little bit warmer. Because I was thinking I was going to have the inside of the palm be lighter, but in this case it looks like it's going to be darker. That's okay. So the way that these go together, we're just going to add some glue to the back of this. And this has been sitting out overnight since the last time I used. I did use a little bit yesterday. I think it was yesterday. It may have been the day before yesterday. Uh-oh. Ruth is putting stuff in the Discord again, guys. What did she do? We're gonna have to look. So I think you can kind of see the little bit of differentiation of color. Now I got to look at Discord. Why did you do that for? Let's go ahead and put our thumb of our little mitten there. I told you we don't use these. Okay, but you guys can see the two different colors there. I think it probably would look better if it was a lighter color on the inside of the glove, but that's okay. Okay, what did she do? Okay, that's not what it's supposed to be. I'm going back. I was going to try to show the screen, but apparently it showed a different thing. I don't know why. I haven't, and I don't have the button right now to do. I don't think I have the button to do that. Because I think that was the one that didn't work. It's not there. Why is it not pulling up? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's the one that had the button that I wanted to use. Anyhow, oh, I can go to my other one, I think. Give me a second. I want to show what she was showing because she wanted me to show it because that's the only reason she did it. There we go. Goodness gracious! we had Sully on the screen there for a second. So what Ruth was showing is that you could see me behind the coal. With You've Been Naughty. She wanted you to see that you could see me behind the coal. That's because it's a transparent background. Yeah. Anyway. Let's go ahead and put together our other mitten. And then we can go on to our little mug. Now, since we have red for our mittens, what color do we want for our sweater and for our mug? Do y'all have any preferences? Thank you, Adeline. She says, don't forget the thumbs up. Mary, can you hit the like button? The like mod button that you have things to pop up. Nobody is saying anything now, but y'all have been very, very chatty, so I don't mind too much. Okay, we have a snail. Actually, that would be kind of cool for the sleeves. Do I have a red glitter cardstock at my desk? And these are the ones that were from Spellbinders a while back. If I have any in here, I need to turn around. Purple and white for the mug, says Terry Cooper, of course. Okay, flip these. Some of these are flipped the wrong way, so I had to flip the whole thing thinking I had it all in the wrong way, but no, it didn't. Okay, so I've got this one for the red. Don't really like it. Got that. This is glitter paper. glitter foam. Oh, that would be pretty for the sweater. We're going to do glittery sweater. Yes, because we can. Hey, Miss Kim, welcome in. Okay, we're going to do glittery sweater. We're probably not going to be able to see the stitching and such, but you know, you never know. You might. Okay, glitter paper always has a little bit more, a little bit of a Terry Cooper. I do, however, I'm saving that for Halloween because I only have the one sheet and I've already used part of it. I'm saving it for Halloween. I do need to get more purple glitter paper, but that's the perfect color to go for Halloween. I have you in the stitches all the time. Goodness gracious. So when you're die cutting out of glitter cardstock, I think it's because of the film that they have to put on the back in order for it to go through. It doesn't always cut all the way, but you can see it. And these lines are fairly easy, so I'm just going to use my scissors to trim those. And I'm actually just getting it started and it's kind of tearing along that line, so we're good. And you can use you can't use your craft knife like what Elizabeth would do because Elizabeth is awesome with her craft knife. There we go. We have one of our sleeves. Oh, that's going to be cool. Look. I love that. That is so cool. I think some of the most popular colors of glitter cardstock, Terry, are going to be like your red and green and gold. Those are actually some of my favorites. But I know that Spellbinders has recently come out with color collections where all of the colors are going to be matching. It's probably still in the coming soon area, or it just was rolled out. I don't remember which. It may not be rolling out until like the middle of the month. I'm not sure yet. And I do not have those, but I'm probably going to be buying some because, yeah. I am trying to switch a little bit away from using colored cardstock once I finish going through all my scraps. You guys already know I've been trying to work my way through that for the last 2 years. And then what happens yesterday? I find more. Yeah, it is a thing. Okay, so now we have the two arms to hold our little mug, and then we're going to do our mug. I know that Terry was saying she wanted purple, but let me start off with this. And where did I put that red and gold panel? Where did I put my panels for? Okay, this is some of the stuff that I pulled out and located at different things. Okay, come here. I don't want you to be in the drawer because I will lose you. That was from Tuesday. That was from Tuesday. This was from Thursday. This is from Thursday. This would be pretty to use as a background. Or this one would be pretty to use as a background. So those are two of the backgrounds that we did on Thursday. And where's my other? I thought I had them in this stack. For that matter, I could have sworn I put them specifically put them in this stack so that it would be easier for me to get to. And of course, that is not the case. And it's not in there with those other cards that I need to mail out. Okay. Well, I do have a better press too. So I can either do one of these or I can do the better press background and do that one in just regular ink. And that would be pretty too. I think that's what I'm going to start with. We're going to do that and then we can compare and see what we want to work with. I mean, this is some purple. I think these would actually go better on this because oh, look, the color match is perfect. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I changed my mind. All it takes is me auditioning something and then I make my decision from the audition. And it works out well. So this is kind of where we're at. And then we'll have a mug to go in the middle there. We even have, this die set even has its own sentiment too. So let me move this off to the side. And I think I want to do... The cocoa's going to be brown. I think we're going to do the easy one. We're just going to do our little snowman. So let's do a little bit more die cutting to get the mug done. And hopefully use some of my scraps. Let me grab out my white. That's black. That's brown. That's white. That's red. That's not the white one. This one's the white one. Terry, did you not know? Mary is, of course, she is definitely Team Purple. She is, I mean, she is 100% Team Purple. She gets irritated if I don't do things in purple. I've done a lot of different things specifically because Mary wants it in purple. Yeah, I thought you knew that Mary was Team Purple. Okay, so we have our mug there. And then this is going to be our chocolatey goodness, which I will wait to do that one. I just saw something. This little guy has got a teeny weeny little hat in here. So we're going to go ahead and cut out our mug and our snowman. Anything else go with the snowman? We've got his arms, so I can do that in a minute, but we're going to do that out of brown. I'm going to actually try to do the thing. Okay, so I do see that Mary is talking about how she redid her hair. She cut her hair and dyed it in purple. Well, guess what? I think that's what Terry Cooper dyed her hair this weekend too. Don't know what those are. I still don't know what that is. That's one of those things I need to look at what everybody else has done and look at the website to see what specifically that is because I don't remember. Let me pull up a browser. Oh, and the music is gone because I changed scenes. That's something else I need to do something about. Because we kind of like the Christmas music in the background. It's soothing. Veggie's done. I have another half hour now. Well, welcome back, Miss Stephanie. Thank you for the lurk. Okay, so I don't really know. I still don't really understand what it is. Oh, these are so that you can make like steam coming up from in the background. Okay, so that's what these wavy things are for. That makes sense. Okay. That's going to be so cute. Okay. So this one has got his arms and a scarf, but I do want the scarf to be a different color. So we're going to do them all in white again. Screw it. I'm going to go ahead and cut all these pieces. Look how tiny that little hat is. His little hat and his little tiny nose. So we're going to cut all of that out at once. So this is going to be our snowman and our cup. Only other thing I need to do is do some brown cardstock for this one because I want to use up my brown cardstock. Okay, and then I need to grab out a brown scrap. Okay, those stayed in. Yay, it makes it easier to color. I'm pretty sure I'm losing that hat and nose. I know. They are so cute though. It's so tiny. Let's see, which brown do I want to use for my hot cocoa? Who did that? Who cued the confetti? Purple Head Crafters, yes. I guess that doesn't really look... I'm going to color it with some a little bit more brown. So it's fine to do a different color, and I'm going to just use some ink to kind of blend around the edges and make it a little bit darker. Besides the fact that he's going to be mostly covered up by our little snowman. So Mary must have been the one that did the cue the confetti, since I don't see it anywhere in the chat. This also reminds me of the one that came out sometime last year. No, this is Christmas music, Miss Melissa. Hello, you're playing birthday music. It's not birthday music. It's Christmas music. Bum, 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 bum. It's the same stuff I did last year. This is one of the things from Kevin McLeod that I play. I use a lot of his stuff. It's basically all free and copyright free. I love that he has done that for us. Okay, so we have our little mug there, and then the coffee is going to go. Why do I keep saying coffee? Probably because I have coffee. This is cocoa. We're going to make it darker cocoa though. And then we have our little snowman in his hat and his arms and his little scarf. That's going to be so cute. So tip for keeping this is maybe KI music. Oh, Reese said thank you to Country Guy for the gift sub. Yes. Yeah, they kind of went crazy a little bit ago. I love it. You guys are so awesome. What? I was thinking about doing Publix later too, but now I don't have to. What was that? Lisa! Thank you for the follow, honey. And I don't know if the check-in is working on the Twitch side. I know it's working on the YouTube. Well, it's supposed to work on both. Did it work? I fixed that. Oh, okay. A lot of free music lately seems to be AI generated. This one's not AI generated. He's been doing music for YouTube and stuff. Well, people have been using his music for YouTube videos the entire time I've been streaming. And actually, I am doing videos. I think I've been hearing his stuff for... Yeah, the shout out one, I now have to use the button and I didn't have it pulled up. I do have it set so that... Let me pull up that. Yeah, the shout out... Where's my thing? It's one of those things that I was trying to test everything, and for whatever reason, it was not working on YouTube, and I don't know why. But the Twitch one is supposed to work, but it also means that I have to have the right things turned on. So, and I didn't have the the streamer bot chat pulled up, because that's the only place I can do it from. So yeah, I was testing it, and I think it's just problem. It has to do with the API. That's the word they use. It has to do with the programming behind the thing. They play this music on my birthday, and they don't play it on yours? No. Who? Melissa is saying that they play this music. It's what did they call it? It's in the description of the YouTube. I just forgot what it was at the moment. I think it's in the description. This one is called Nope, I didn't put the right music in there yet. But it's Wish something from Kevin MacLeod. Yeah, I don't know who this they is. It's also harder for me to find all the things because of the way that they have this laid out. It's just different. Music. Where's my music again? So I'm going to go ahead and fix that real quick. This is called Wish Background by Kevin MacLeod. And that's the one that I'm probably going to be playing most of the month because it is Christmas in July. And then we'll, of course, be bringing it back when we get closer to Christmas. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, honey. Love you, though. But it's not birthday music. Birthday music is happy birthday to you. And that is basically, I think it's all copyright, so I can't really use it. Okay, let's do, I think I'm going to just do markers for this instead of ink. And I put all of my markers in my rolling cart. Not the drawers, but the rolling cart. So now I have them all right here. Of course, I had stuff on top of them too right now. First off, I need a black. That's not the black, that's the gray. Here's the black. Coloring his little hat. And I'm going to go ahead and color his coal on his belly and his eyes. These look like they probably could have popped out. I'm going to try not to let them pop out before I glue them back down. And then I need an orange. That looks like an orange. This one is Tiger Lily. So I'll do that for his little nose. Okay, that one is more of a sienna or burnt umber, I think. But that's okay. I do need a brown. I am now seeing part of the fallacy of this idea, and it's just that I can't see the colors as well because there's no light because it's on the middle shelf. But I can pull them out. Does this have a brown I want to use? I'll use this one. Meow, Todd! Okay, and yeah, we will bet I'm going to go ahead and I didn't realize I didn't have my mic on. Sorry. It's a variation of sledding through the snow. Melissa? Okay. She tricked us. You're playing my birthday music. Yeah, because it's Christmas music and her birthday's Christmas. Girl, I don't know why I forgot that because I've known you for so many years, but still. Yeah, this is actually a combination of the two sets that I got. These are the Ohuhus. You guys have seen those. This is the 320 set and the 39 set, and I didn't separate them out, so they're just mixed together. And I just put them all in here so I would not be kicking the case under my desk anymore. Instead, it's going to be on my rolling cart that's behind me, and that's rolls on, and I can roll them anywhere I want to and not have to carry the thing around. So this one is a red. That one's too dark. Too dark a red. And of course now it's blocking some of the light. This might be a better red. And this is one of the kind of fun things is like when I got these, my set that I had for Spectrum Noir was like 210. And this one is actually I've got over 300 markers here. Hey, Lady Cricket Bug, welcome in. I do need to fix that check-in. Now somebody else is doing. I gotta fix it. I don't know why it stopped working because it's supposed to work. Yeah, Ohuhus are great. I'm loving them. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome in. No, I'm sorry. Hi, Nancy. I am reading things. Oh, no. Vanessa's here, too. Yeah, over 300. It's a 320 set and then another that's a 39 set. And the price point is a lot lower than Copics. They came to less than $1 a marker, I think. Or about $1 a marker. Where, if I remember right, all of the Copics that I've ever used, well, the Copics when I was pricing them, this was like 7 years ago, and I'm sure the prices have gone up, but they were like at $7 a pop. I was like, no, I don't think so. Especially not when you're learning. That's why I went with the, this one's too neon. Well, that's the reason I went with the Spectrum Noir. The price was really good at that point, right? A lot less than the, okay, I gotta see the little dot. Give him a little cheek. There, okay. But I had to, when I was picking markers, I needed something that was going to be cheap, and I wound up going a little bit at a time. These I got off of Amazon. Well, I got the first set off of Amazon, and then I got the second one directly from Ohuhu. But Amazon ships from Ohuhu. And now I've got affiliate links for Ohuhu as well, because I do love the markers. Okay. And it was real quick. Yes, Alyssa, it was. It was Country Guy that was giving out gift subs on Twitch. Oh yeah, I was going to color this a little bit. Let me get some brown ink because I do want to do it with a blending brush. What am I throwing all over? Who just popped? Hey, Loretta, welcome in, honey. I think I'm going to use a little bit of Weeping Willow and a little bit of cookie dough, and that's to try to make sure I don't go too dark. So welcome in, honey. Thank you so much for popping in. Melissa Kepser, that's why I was saying extra. So this is one of the brushes I've got from Pink Fresh, new to me. And I'm going to just add a little bit of ink around the edges, and we're going to see how that looks. This one I'm just using some cookie dough and just adding a little bit of brown to the brown cardstock. So that's just going to add a little bit of color variation and a little bit of shading on the edges to give it a little bit of dimension. And this is a great way to add a little bit extra to your colored cardstock die cuts. And you can do the same kind of thing with markers too. You can color up all of your things with your markers too. Okay, so I think that's going to look good for Coco. There we go. Let's go ahead and glue that one down. You can also add foam in between any of the layers that you choose to. Now, what I'm doing right now, I plan on popping up some of this, but not all of it, and it being the individual components, if you will. So like I think I'm going to pop up my, well, let's look and see how it's going to look first. I think I'm going to have the gloves, the sweater and the mittens, at least the mittens need to be flat. That needs to be our lowest level. So we're going to have our mittens, and then we have our mug. And then we have, this is going to be so cute. Then we have our sweater. And I think that is probably good positioning. So I'm going to go ahead and glue our mittens down flat onto the background. And then I can start popping everything up as I add them. Stephanie, nice tip. It's worth following the Ohuhu website. I won a voucher by answering a survey that got me the complete skin color set. Ooh, yeah, I don't have the set. I don't have the skin color set. I may have the markers, but I don't know. That's one of the things I still have to go back and check. Okay, I'm going to, let's see, where is the center of this? This is a cool ruler. It shows you where the center is. So this side is your 4 1/4, which is that, right? So the 0 is right where the center is. So I'm going to, do I have one? Yes, I do. going to grab a pencil and just add a little mark there so I know where the center is. And you really can't see it, and this is going to be covered up by the mug anyway. And that way I can try to position these guys to either side of that and try to make them pretty much even. I'll probably be trimming down the panel after I get some of the main pieces on there, I think. I think I'll trim it down after I get the gloves on. I'm sorry. Okay, let me do that. I am sorry. Mary is complaining about the shout out not working, and that's because I don't know why it's not working. I was testing things yesterday and things day before yesterday, and it wasn't working. So let's do a shout out for Reese combined. Why is it not? That makes no sense. Why is it not showing everybody? Okay. Yeah, apparently my, is it not connected again? When I rebooted everything up this morning, it was not, for whatever reason, Twitch and YouTube were not connecting to my streamer bot. I had to basically reboot everything, completely reboot my computer to get them to even connect. And this I was doing about 5 minutes before the stream started. However, you can click on the person's name and go to their channel. So everybody follow Reese. Okay, I need my trimmer. No, adverts. What? Stephanie, are there ads on the YouTube side? So I don't think I have that. Oh, the ad automator is on? That I didn't realize. Okay, I think they changed something. I am sorry. Yeah, you should be able to skip the ads, and I do apologize. I think YouTube changed something. I'll have to see if I can find this set. I'll have to see if I can find the setting to see if I can change that, because what I've chosen to do is when we are doing our live streams, during the live stream, I have not been having ads. Okay. So ads play during the replay, and that helps to support the channel as well. Okay, so I need to cut off at least 1/8 of an inch off of this side. So I'm gonna say I'll go do 1/8 and then an additional 1/16, and then I'll do a 1/16 on the other side, and that should make us even. Nope, this side is still a little bit big. So that means I measured wrong. So that one is a full 1/4. Is that right? So it is exactly 2 inches wide right now. And it has to do with me not centering that little dot right in the center, but that's okay. Rhonda says she didn't see any ads. Ah, okay, they did change something. Well, what they're trying to do, and it makes sense, they want to help the creators to make a little more money if they can. And ads do help that. But I know me, I don't really like ads. So what I wish they would do is make it so that if you're a member, this is what Twitch does. If you are a Twitch subscriber, meaning you're on one of the paid tiers on Twitch, you don't have to deal with ads. I wish they would do something similar to that on YouTube for memberships so that the members didn't have to deal with ads. But maybe they feel like the ad revenue is going to be higher than the membership revenue if they do it. Or maybe they just haven't decided to roll that out yet. Okay, I think this is about the right size. Let's see what it looks like on... Yeah, that looks like it's about right. Yay! So next I'm going to put a little bit of foam behind our little sleeves here. And I'm using this thin foam tape that I always use from, this is 3M Scotch foam tape that I get from Amazon. And it's about, I think it's about like an 1/8 of an inch thick. So it doesn't add a lot of bulk to your card. I may have to trim a little bit off the bottom. Yeah, I don't want to put that there. I want to put it up a little higher. And this does feel a little bit plasticky on the back. Okay, I need like a little sliver. Well, not little sliver, but not much. I'm a Craft Roulette member, but it happened there. Right, I know. I'm saying I wish that they would do that. I don't know that YouTube is going to make that a thing for us. I wish they would. And it wouldn't be a Patreon thing. It's like, it would only be if you're on the channel. On Twitch, if you are a Twitch subscriber, which is equivalent to what a YouTube member is, but if you're a Twitch subscriber, Twitch has chosen not to have you have ads if you are a member. That's one of the perks over there. That is not one of the perks over on this side, on YouTube. Okay, so that was good. I put the foam in the right spot. Well, I did put it. Let's tilt this a little bit. There we go. I think that looks better. That'll be close enough. Okay. And I think I am going to put some glue back down under this. I think I'm going to put glue on the sleeve side because this is not one to stick. This is like a plasticky coating. I'm pretty sure that this is the foam that I got from Spellbinders. Okay, that looks good. And now I'm going to put some glue on there and I'm going to reposition it again. So basically all I did at that point was just position the foam to make sure the foam was working. Or that the foam was in the right spot. But you know how it is. Anytime you try to adhere anything to anything that's got like a plastic, basically plastic anything, it doesn't want to stick. Okay, so I've got that. Let me go ahead and finish putting together our little snowman. I think he's so cute. Stephanie says, Melody, I can usually skip after a few seconds unless I've been watching and skipping a lot that day. Yeah, I do the same thing. I do skip ads, and I've even put on ad blockers at times. These did not want to cut through. But I have turned on ad blockers, but they don't always work. And this is on anything on the web. As different websites change their settings and stuff, the ad blockers don't always work. And some of them require you to have the ads turned on in order to do anything. And it's just so that they can, most of it so that they can keep providing free content of some sort. Because somebody's got to pay the people that are creating the content. I mean, I used a converter. I used an SVG converter, an online thing to convert, and then it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, and I had to turn on the ads in order to use that site. I just wound up finding that going and playing in Inkscape wound up working better. Okay. I think I was using this is a thicker cardstock. Just goes to show nothing is free. Well, if you think about it, honey, it's not just that things need to be free. It's just that it's going to cost whoever is making it money too. So it's like, okay, can they make anything back from it? and just wants to make it easier for us to be able to do some stuff. I mean, the stuff that I get from Andy, you could say that it's for free. That's all those different, you know, a lot of the cool effects that I get. But no, I'm subscribed to his channel. I think I'm actually done in a couple places. I use my Amazon Prime on his Twitch, and then I've also subscribed to his website, which is combined with StreamUp, so that I can get all of the things as they come out without any additional charge, but they also sell the things individually. And a lot of it's just that I want to support him. He has done so much, and I've used so much of his stuff. Where'd my other arm go? There it is. But he's done so much, and I use so much of his software, and I've learned so much from him. I want to support him. I would be happier if he would like finish up a couple of the widgets that he showed us like 6 months ago that I want. There's one that is a giveaway widget that, yes, I want it. Is that the nose? No, the nose is still in there. Okay. But he does all the programming and everything, but he does a lot of the coding and designing of the different widgets, like that spin pop thing that shows up over here when somebody does something. We saw a lot of that earlier. That was something that he created. So he spent all the time putting it together. Look at him. He's got his cute little arm. Yeah, I understand. I would rather have it go to you than to YouTube, but that's how it works. When it comes to those, yes. I am working on a private membership, and I have allowed a couple of people to come in, but they've been busy, so they have not actually done it yet. And you know who you are. Anyway, but I get that. And it is going to be where there's going to be free content over there, and then there's going to be options to be able to get the paid versions. And not right now, the only paid tier that I'm creating is one for when you want to attend all of my monthly workshops. Or if you can't go during the live workshop, you can go to it and watch the replay. So those are going to be up for that. And that was basically a modification, if you will, of the, let's get his nose out, please pop out, but a modification of the subscription plan that I already had for the workshops. But now I want to have it encompassed on a separate website altogether so that it's easier to work with and it's going to be easier to see, I think, anyway. And I want to get feedback from the folks that are going to be trying it first, my early adopters, because they're super awesome. But I want to find out what you guys think. I think that the way that the classes are laid out right now is better, and hopefully in the next week there's going to be some additional changes to the software, so I'll be able to make some changes there. At least that's what he said. He says they're working on it, and this is what their plan is. So hopefully if the testing goes well, then they're going to be releasing it hopefully the first part of the week. So we're going to see about that. But even the way I have it now, for what is on there now, I like it. It's just that it's not going to be as clean if they don't make the changes soon. It won't be as clean when I add a lot more content to it. Yeah, I don't want these to not pop out correctly, so I'm being careful. Plus side, they did all of the things stayed in the cardstock so that I could color them. Negative side is now I'm having trouble getting them out. Because I don't want these to tear, and they're so little. I mean, I could do part of this. You could probably just draw it on with a marker instead of. So like for the person who said that they were going to be losing the little hat, if you lost the little hat, spark me, I have time. Okay, Jen, I know you've been asking, and it's like every time when you say that, it's like I get busy doing something else, and then I don't get a chance to send out the initial request thing that I'm planning on doing. What I should do is I should just go ahead and do an open release, but I really don't have a whole lot of free content out there yet, because the main membership is going to be free. And I want to do things, you know, like the resource library is the big thing I'm wanting to have added. And they're supposed to be rolling out parts of another way to do it. I've got some things on there, but it's not necessarily as pretty as I'd like. And it's a lot of work on my end to get it all set up. But supposedly, they're going to be making it easier for us to create a resource library. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like. So that's another thing. It doesn't have it on there. And there's also going to be an events area that everybody wants, even though we don't know what it's going to look like. Okay. So now, let's get the little hat popped up just fine, without a problem. Now I can put a little hat on him. I know a lot of folks don't like the little dies and all the little bits. Thing is, you don't have to use them. It just makes it so that you can add additional detail. I mean, just like this is cute in and of itself. But you can also have a little guy in the middle of it, and that makes it just it makes it even more adorable. I am making sure to put glue behind all of the coal and behind his eyes, because those were pieces that could possibly pop out because they are die cut out. Okay, got that. That's going to get popped up there. I think I do want to do some of the steam. Will this piece of scrap be big enough? I think it will. So those dies are basically these, okay? Cute little snowman. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where I put different things. That's where I put that. Okay. So what we're going to try to do... Will that work? I don't know if it'll work. Okay, so that one is actually not big enough, but I can do something like that here. And then it's just going to be a smaller channel. You can make it any size you want to. It's going to be a smaller channel there. And then we can put it behind whatever we want. Jen says I can help with that too. I'm not sure what you were saying that you can help with. And Stephanie said, I'll go pause now to watch the rest later. Thank you all for a wonderful session. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us, Stephanie. I know it got a bit crazy, and I was planning on doing, straight through. And yeah, I didn't even know if anybody was going to show up because I didn't send out a notification until this morning. I didn't send out any kind of email letting y'all know anything was happening until this morning. So that looks kind of cool. There is a little bit of a jag there, but that's okay. Because I think that's going to be high enough so it's not going to show. So if I put it about there, that looks cute, right? Let's put a little bit of color on the edges of this though. I lost my mat. That's okay. Where did I put my mat? I'll just use this piece of plastic. Anyhow. I kind of lost my mind today, guys. Sorry about that. I'm going to bring this in again. So this is the one that has the cookie dough on it. Didn't actually use Weeping Willow like I had planned on for the cocoa, but that's fine. I think that this color was perfect for it. I'm just going to bring a little bit in on the edges. And that's basically to make it so that this is seen against that white background. And you can use a bigger brush if you want to get more color down faster. I'm using this one because I want to keep it nice and light and closer to the edge. I don't want a lot of color down. Okay, yeah, that worked. And even with that, it's hard to tell. Yes, cookie dough. This is a pretty color. If you put a little bit down, it looks just a little bit toasted, like your chocolate, like your sugar cookies. If you put a lot down, it gives that darker color, like on chocolate chip cookies. Okay, add a little bit more on that side. There we go. I think that will be fine. And since we are almost done, let me go ahead and start the giveaway. Because yes, I'm going to give away this little card because I can, and I love y'all. Okay, let me make sure that that part is reset, and then let's go and do giveaway. So go ahead and type into the chat !join if you want in on the giveaway, whether you are on YouTube or Twitch. Both sides count. That way you can get in on the giveaway. One entry in the drawing. Yay, we have somebody going to win it anyway. Oh yeah, I like that. So I'm going to glue this one down straight as well. And just make sure that that little jig there isn't showing. So right about there. And then I can just trim that little bit off of the edge. And while I'm doing it, I'll go ahead and trim off the bottom of the sweaters. So cute. Let's get a little foam to put on the back of our little cocoa mug, and then we can work on the sentiment. He's adorable. Anne says I was frantically looking for my phone. Okay, so for the sentiment, we've got this banner that says Warm Cocoa Wishes, and it's got a fishtail banner. So that's cool. And I'm going to do it in a couple of different colors because I'm thinking I want to do it out of red because that would stand out against the white. But we're going to just have to see how that looks. And whether or not the letters will be seen. So it might not. Do I have any thinner strips? Because I don't use my strips very much. I need to clean this one out too, because this one's got too much pattern paper in it. Pattern paper needs to go with the pattern paper thing. Just like that's supposed to be in the foil one. But I might go with foil. Bum bum. Bum, 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 bum. That's too purpley. There's a smaller piece of the foil. Not big enough. Vanessa says, I knew you were going to rock this one. R-A-W-K. Yeah, I think this is just so super sweet. I think I will use that one. That I think is going to give us the right size. Yep, that works. And I can trim this one down so I have a smaller piece of scrap to go back in my bin. Those are going to go in the foil bin, the foil bag. I have these all color coded so I know exactly what they are now. I hope that the sentiment's going to show through. Sometimes the ones that just have the little bit of a... I don't know what you're saying with your site set. Oh, you're wanting to help with the site setup. You're wanting to help test the things because you wants to play. I get it, Jen. Oh, and as a reminder, next Saturday the 12th is going to be our next workshop. And that one, we're going to be using the La Dolce Vita. We're going to use the Beach Girl, I think, in that one. Because this is one where I didn't say for sure because I got busy and then we went out of town for a week. But my plan is to do a beachy summer card. And I'm thinking that girl on the beach towel is going to be so super cute. So that's my plan for the workshop coming up next week. Okay, let's see how that did. Okay, so the dies, sometimes it looks like they just imprint it, but this time it cut all the way through. So I'm going to cut another one of these out of white to go behind it. Hey, Stephanie, welcome in. Did we not say hello to you already? I thought I said hello to you. It was another Stephanie. Welcome in, honey. Oh, and I just saw that Sharon's here too, and I didn't notice that before either. Welcome in, Miss Sharon. Thank you all for coming to hang out with me today. I appreciate it so much. It's been 2 hours, believe it or not. I need a white scrap. And then I need to put my scraps away again. Here's my white scraps. Yeah, I'm trying to do better with my scraps. I'm trying to go in RGB order in these little bags so it's easier for me to find what I'm looking for instead of having to look through all of them. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, we've been having fun. I do like we're going to have a lot more Christmas stuff, guys. Just lots more Christmas stuff. We have more Christmas in July coming. Then next month is not Christmassy themed, believe it or not. Next month is August, right? I don't remember what's coming up after that, but I do know that Halloween is coming soon. So, does anybody like Halloween crafting like I... Well, okay, nobody likes Halloween crafting like I do, but does anybody else like Halloween crafting? Oh, Mary, you said you'll see us later. Are you not getting in on the giveaway, honey? You don't want the Coco card? I'm almost done, hun. Okay, so we can see the words, and that looks kind of cool. They're really fine, though. They're real fine. Well, if Mary wins, I will let her know. I mean, she did win the card the other... She won my card on Tuesday night, I think. I do, but I'm going to go... Oh, you're going live in a minute. Okay, no worries. Do you want me to... Are you going live on Twitch or YouTube or both? Because if you are, well, we will raid off to you. How about that? Sharon says, I love Halloween crafty, but busy with company. Love it. Okay, so Mary is going to go live on both YouTube and Twitch. It is her Sunday fun day, so yeah, I'm kind of taking over part of her time, but yeah. Oh, that's going to be darling. Love it. Okay, so when we get done here on both channels, we are going to raid off to Mary on both of her channels. So if you're watching on YouTube, I think that's too wide. But if you're watching on YouTube, we will redirect to her. I don't know if she's got it scheduled yet, but I will check that in a second. But we will be raiding off to her there. And then on Twitch, we will be raiding off to her Twitch channel. So be sure to give her lots and lots of love when we pop over there. I don't know what she's making, but it'll be fun. And she is one of our crafty besties, right? The music is too loud. I've been asking people to let me know the things, and they've said that the music was fine. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Because the other day we had, my voice was way too loud and the music was really soft. And I didn't realize what the issue was or how bad it was until I tried to listen to the recording, because I recorded it. And it sounded bad. There was a lot of clipping and my voice was just way too distorted. From even turning it down, I was not going to be able to salvage that. So I'll probably have to do a lot of editing and voiceover and stuff for that specific video, because I do want to put it into a video, because it's making this cute little guy. And Twitch stuff only stays up for a limited amount of time. So if you want to watch a VOD, a video on demand, a recording of the live streams on Twitch, you got to watch them soon after the original, or it's not going to be available, because yeah, that's what Twitch does. Okay, let's go ahead and put this down. I think I went about there. And of course I dropped my tweezers on the floor. Uh-oh. That sound was a text message, which is usually either going to be from my honey or from his mom. And he went to the store, so it's probably him. No, it wasn't. It was Spellbinders. Okay, that works. Isn't this just so stinking cute? Ah! Okay. And yeah, I did get the sentiment on there straight. I'm going to add it. Actually, we've only got one layer of foam throughout. You know, we've just got one layer of foam, so I'm going to add another layer of foam on the back, which is going to make everything feel more substantial. But it's still going to be flat enough to go through the mail. Another way you can do this is to add multiple layers of cardstock. Any place that you add foam, you could do multiple layers of cardstock and still get that dimension and stability. I like using foam. It's pretty light. I do need to start. I could use up my scraps. I could use scraps to do the dimension thing and be done with them. You know? You like that little... yeah, I know. Isn't it adorable? And the live stream where I made that is available on Twitch. It is one of the replays there, so you can watch that. And I know I will put this down crooked, and I don't want to, so we're putting some glue on the back. I basically ripped up a card base or card panel like last week when I put it down without having glue on the back. I don't always put glue on the back. But when you want to make sure everything turns out as close as you can, you don't want to put it down on there crooked. You want that little extra wiggle room to be on the safe side. Putting glue on the foam works. So there we go. Our card is all done. Isn't it cute? Ah, and that background is so cool. I love that background. We didn't need, and this is where the stencil sets for the backgrounds. You can use one to stencil, you can use two stencils. It's a set. You can use them all together, or you can just use some of it. And this is where we just use the poinsettia parts. This one, we use some of the other pieces that were for the stripes, but we only used one of the poinsettia ones. So there's supposed to be a poinsettia there if you use all of them. Yeah. Anyway, so stinking cute. Okay, we have 15 people in the drawing. I'm going to end in just a minute. So if anybody else wants to get in on the giveaway, let us know. So Sharon, if you like Halloween crafting, I will be doing, I think I'm going to try to do a Halloween series, and I think I'm going to try to start it in August. So that should give us a little more time to actually get in on the Halloween crafting thing. My issue has been over the last few years that I do so many design team things that I run out of time to just play with Halloween stuff. Yeah. I mean, most of them have got Summerween, right, Jana? And you can make pretty much all your things into Halloween stuff. For instance, if anybody likes Doctor Who, several years ago when Matt Smith was the Doctor, they had a I think it was their Christmas special where the snowman had these sharp teeth. So you can make a snowman with sharp teeth and make a Halloween card. right? Or like what I did last year with the die set that was the big flamingos from Spellbinders, and I added skeletons to them. So they were skelly flamingos that would be out in a Floridian's yard during the holidays. During Halloween. You can basically turn anything. If you twist your mind just a little bit, you can turn basically anything into a Halloween card. You can make anything into a Christmas card. You can make anything into a summer card. It just depends on what you use your components with and how you do it. I mean, you can use your imagination. I would love to see all the things that you guys come up with. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and give this one away. Nobody else has posted the exclamation point join to get in on the giveaway in the last couple of minutes. So I'm straightening up just a little bit first, because that's my next test. I got to clean up and then get started on the next thing. So let's go ahead and do that. I know, I love Doctor Who. I am sad about things at this point. They've changed a lot of stuff that they were doing, and we got Disney long enough to be able to, well, we got Disney Plus because they had a special deal. We're getting rid of it because we've watched everything on there. So I went through all of the last 2 years of Doctor Who, and right now it's pretty much up in the air as to whether or not Doctor Who's going to be back. So anyway, we're doing the giveaway now, Nancy. Did you do exclamation point join to get in on the giveaway, Miss Nancy? I'm looking around because I have to find the button. It's a different button. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So who's going to be the winner? And the winner is Miss Jana. Jana is getting this one. So Jana, that's going to be going out to you. Here is the link for the form. So go ahead and fill out that form so I can get this out in the mail. Make sure that you say that it is the what do we want to call this one? I don't know, Snowman Coco? But make sure that you say that it's this specific card. When you guys say in there that it was the card on such and such date, I don't know what that is without going back and watching the video and watching multiple videos to see what it was. So if you can tell me a little bit of a description as to what card it was, that definitely helps me in the end to know which card it was that you won. So that will be going out in the mail too. I will be getting pictures of all the things up soon. That is on my coming up real quick to-do list. So anyway, congratulations, Jana. Thank you to everybody who has come in here and all the shenanigans. Thank you for all of the membership giveaways, the super chats, all the things. You guys rock. That's a button I wanted to do. Let's see if I can find it on my streamer bot, because I want to do the credits that I added that were on that were on my virtual thing that isn't there anymore. I don't think it's that one. It's not that one. Where is it? Or was it? I'm wondering if it was there. I don't remember where I got it from. Oh, okay. It was a Stream Ninja thing. I'm gonna have to find the scene to do it. It'll be just a second. I will find it. Hi, Avenger Fox. Bye, Avenger Fox. Here's the card that we made, honey. And we will be after I do the credits, we're going to raid off to some folks, which I have not set that up on the YouTube part yet, and I have to set it up. Okay, so that is set up for Miss Mary. So we will raid off to her when we end the stream on YouTube's side. So that is good. Alyssa is number 5 in top fans. Yay! I appreciate all you guys. I really do. I know. I will be. That's something I will love to find out, is if they decide to do something extra. And I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping that YouTube is going to do something additional. Okay, where did I put this? I think it's this one. Yay! So thank you to all of you guys. You guys rock. I really, really appreciate everything that you do. You just don't know. So we've got a bunch of different channel members. Some of you guys did resubbing. Some of you guys were brand new, and I really appreciate all the things. And where's the button? That's supposed to be there. Let's see if I can get back to my face. Okay, we're back to my face. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream on YouTube real quick. You guys will be redirected over to Mary at, let me get to the right thing. But we will be over with Mary on her channel because she is live, and I should have a raid command. I believe this is it that I forgot was there. So let's see if it pops anything up for you. Copy and paste that for us so that when we go, when we raid off to her, go ahead and type that into the chat. You should be able to copy and paste that while we are, or copy it while we're ending. And then I'm going to do the same thing over on Twitch. It does take me a minute to get that part done. So we're going to go ahead and end now for YouTube. I will see you guys Tuesday night at 5 o'clock Eastern. If you are a member on my YouTube channel, join us at 4:30 to hang out for about a half hour for our pre-show. Anyway, I will see you guys then. Love y'all. Okay, so YouTube is done.